back there, that was the little valley I was thinking of.
Oh yeah, I was like when looking down that valley, I'm like, wow, this is like a mini Hobbit here.
I looked at it and I thought, I could do it, but
I think you could too, because I was like, yeah, we could do that.
there's ice on those leaves. I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, no, maybe not today, but I'm just saying it's doable.
Oh, I've done it.
Oh yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah.
both ways. But
Yeah.
the
It's kind of like a Hobbit. If you
the
fall, you
thought
slide
of
down
falling
the
on
rock.
ice
Yeah.
is not
No.
enjoyable. So this is our dinosaur bed.
Oh, that's nice. You go up there too? I see tire marks, I believe.
Over there? No.
No, right here.
I have gone up here.
Yeah. Yeah, that's you got some freaking awesome what do you call it? Landscape to work with.
Yeah. So we were kind of playing around and trying to figure out.
Even right here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Up and down here.
The flip side is a little scary.
Yeah, so you make them do a tight turn and come back down and then go back
That's
up
right.
or something.
Up here you could do a tight turn, come back
Make
down.
them stick close to the tree, you tuck it around on the rock, come off the face,
Either
maybe.
way, or go up that way and come around down here. So
Yeah.
there's enough room up there for sure.
Shoot up there or shoot down there.
There was one rock that you went up. Well, there was a couple you went up in your front wheel in the air.
Yeah.
And the one I was like, oh, I don't think I need to put my front wheel in the air, but I forgot to like come forward, and my fucking wheel went in the air. And I was like, ah, like I was out of position.
I think I've been riding the Enduro too much lately because
You're not having
I'm
any
like a
issues.
little
I'm
off.
just like,
Just a
I'm just
little
like,
off.
yeah, you like get your wheel up all the time. I'm like partly jealous, but I'm like, yeah, I don't want to throw my wheel up all the time because like,
ride your cross trainer more.
well,
You'll get
I
you
like to ride anything more. I just,
Yeah.
but yeah, I love riding both. Like it was such a, Chris is like, which bike you bringing? I'm like, I'll have to think about it. Like it was such a big decision, you know.
Yeah. I started like I was riding my cross trainer the last few weeks, and it was like -6. And I was doing this, and it was going.
Yeah, and I'm running as well. Yeah, I saw your post. That's why I was like, what needle is everyone talking about? Are you just talking about the idle screw?
No.
No, it's the throttle needle. So when you pull up the slider, there's a needle
See, I
that
don't
goes
know.
down.
I have no. I'd have to see what you're talking about because I'm like,
I
I've
took
never
the carb
messed.
apart
Oh.
off the bike. I adjusted the float height because it was wrong. If I had my cross trainer like this,
It would
it
leak.
would have been leaking gas.
Oh, I see.
Apparently data sets it that way for reasons. But I adjusted that, and
Mine's been running great, but I haven't ridden it in sub-zero temperatures. So,
yeah.
and I didn't,
Mine was
disconnect the
riding great
injector,
before,
so I
too.
also wonder how the injector will be affected by the cold. Because the oil gets thicker, right? When
Right.
it's colder. So I'm like, maybe it's time to eliminate the injector. Now that the warranty's up.
There's so like they say you can just turn the carb in the bike to get at this stuff, but the frame's in the way on the cross trainer. I ended up having to take the back end off and the gas tank off.
Are you gonna stud your tires?
Yeah.
You are.
On
Do
what
you already
bike?
have like the
Cross
studs?
trainer?
Do you already have the studs?
Yeah, they're already in the tires.
Oh, are they?
The tires are not on the bike though.
Oh, I see. Oh, you got an extra set of tires.
Yeah, well, we're using the stock tires as studs.
That's what I'm gonna do, and then I'll get gummies for my summer tires.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I'm gonna. I already have studded tires for this bike,
Oh yeah.
so I might just throw them on this bike and then leave the cross trainer for the winter.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll
I
see.
found the trials bike as soon as you got like 3 or 4 inches, it was done.
Yeah, because there's no side lugs, right?
Yeah.
So it definitely makes a difference not having side lugs. I'm still fearful though of the studs ruining my leg because when you get clumsy or whatever, you kind of get out of position and you end up on your head with the bike and the wheels spinning, and I'm just like, eh. I would need to wear like chainsaw pants to ride, you know, like so I get over that fear.
Well, Julie got a big gash in her chest because of just a straight trials tire.
Yeah.
So, like, it's gonna do that whether it's studded or not.
Well, if it's studded, it'll rip you open a lot worse.
A lot quicker, yeah.
Yeah. And I did have an issue. Was it on this bike or I think it was on my first electric bike with the back fender was broke and I was waiting for the new one to come in.
Oh yeah, you went in between or something.
And so I was still playing around in my driveway and I did a wheelie and I was standing behind the bike and the weight of the bike pulled me forward and I fell with my crotch on the rear tire and accidentally twisted the throttle. And
whiskied.
Yeah. And I was like in my driveway going, I hope nobody saw that. That was so embarrassing and it hurts like hell. And then when I went to shower, I could feel the water burning where the skin was missing. So I'm just like, I can't imagine studs.
Yeah.
Even on YouTube, when they're like doing the crazy hill climbs, they have like a metal cage around their back
because
tire.
you don't want to end up there, and that's a big fear for me.
We're just gonna pretty much doing flat ground riding with it.
Because and I also wonder. I mean, Josh says the studs are fine on the rocks and stuff. I'm like, I don't know. I don't think the studs would get really good traction on the rocks. I think they would just spin around.
They're
Like,
okay.
yeah.
We did it last year with trials. It's better if you hit ice.
Yeah. And have something to actually dig into.
So how many years can you use the same studs?
You just replace them as they
They wear
rip
out,
out.
yeah.
Yeah. They're like a couple bucks a each. I got about when I started I had enduro tires on my other here, remember? Those are the ones I studded.
Right.
And I put the stock tires back on, sold that bike to John. That's what he's got.
And how many studs do you need for a tire?
I think it was like 150 or something like that. So we'll see. I already have the tires, so I'm like, plus I put mooses in my other, in my Beta, and I don't know if Woody will deal with the mooses. Do you know if he will? Because John bought that 390 Beta, and he asked Woody for mooses, and Woody said, how about I put thick tubes instead?
Yeah.
And I know John tried to take his Honda to Unique Cycles to get him to do mooses, and Jeff said, I don't do that.
I think you pretty much have to learn how to put them on and off.
Well, when I bought my Beta from the guy in Coxbury, he did it. He said he runs mooses in his. So I just think it's, does the mechanic have a taste for, like, does he deal with mooses? If he runs them in his own bike, then he wouldn't care. But I think I got the impression, and I could be wrong, that Woody doesn't want to deal with that.
Well, I know it's harder to put the tire on. So.
And it's a messy job. So anyway,
Anyways, you haven't seen the hillside yet. Either.
nope.
I ain't being like that, Peter.